Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan F and you're watching Morgan Eats, where I talk all about plant-based, approachable food. In this video, I'm diving into why vegan food is so expensive.
What is it?
Stay tuned if you want to hear the reasons why I think you may have that thought that vegan food is expensive. All right, let's get into it. Reason number one why you may think vegan food is so expensive: you're buying too many mock items. So when I say mock items, I'm talking about your burgers, your meat, your bacon, your cheese, your milk, basically anything that is not naturally, vegan. Like it's not whole food plant-based. It's processed in a way. Well, specifically the mock stuff. Yeah, that can get expensive. Sometimes a vegan meat or a plant-based meat can be more expensive than the animal version of it. And so I like to say, if you're trying to go pound for pound from what you're used to on a standard American diet, on a SAD diet, then you're gonna run into issues of it getting this lifestyle you've chosen getting too expensive. If you are sitting around trying to substitute exactly what you had when you were on a SAD diet, when you were on a standard American diet, yeah, it's gonna be expensive. This is like the only reason that I think I could agree is gonna be expensive. So I'm gonna look down my notes and I'm gonna help you with some of my favorite swaps for things you might love to have. So for ground meat, you can swap it out for lentils. For burgers, you can swap that out for a black bean burger, or really any bean burger would be good. For cheese, I like to use hummus or cashew cream. I feel both are very creamy and delicious, and they're a good options. For eggs, if you're talking about in the morning for breakfast, you can always use a tofu scramble in lieu of eggs. But if you're talking about for baked goods, you can check out flax seeds, applesauce. I actually just did a video where I showed you several little ways that you can substitute out eggs. So I'm gonna put that in the clouds. Ooh, you see her, she cute. Okay, so that's reason number one. Too many mock meats, too many mock items. All right, let's move on. Reason number two, you don't buy in bulk. Bulk shopping is so important because you've probably seen a lot of people on YouTube saying they pretty much buy the same things all the time that are plant-based or vegan. They pretty much buy things all the time. So this is a perfect, and I feel like people that are on a standard American diet buy the same things all the time, right? So if you're not buying in bulk, if you're buying canned beans, stop, for real. Yes, I understand the convenience of them, but really you should swap over to dried beans. That way you can add the sodium, the salt, the flavor, how you want it. You don't have to rely on whatever's being put in the can. Unless you want the chickpea brine, the aquafaba, then I understand why you buy a can, because that's about the only reason why I buy a can. It's just for the aquafaba. But rice, quinoa, pretty much any of the grains, farro, any of the grains, barley that you can think of, you can bulk up on that. Oatmeal, nuts, all those things can be easily found in bulk, and that'll help you save quite a bit. And so it will require you to do a little extra work when it comes down to it. But that brings me into my next tip. Yeah, that brings me into my next reason, my next tip. The third reason why vegan food is so expensive to you is because you're not making enough at home. And I am guilty of this. And I sometimes I don't, but I bought cute little jars to put my my beans in that I've cooked in my Instapot, and that has inspired me because it's a cute little jar. So I'm like, yeah, it's a cute little jar. I can put it in. And I also have been making almond milk at home. I had an almond milk phase. Now I've moved on to oat milk when I learned how to make oat milk.
Watch out. Youre.
Let me know if you want to know how to do either one of those milks, the almond or the oat. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and I'll make a video about that. I also learned how to make my own hummus, salsa, yes. So when you learn how to make your own stuff, it's so much easier and cheaper because A, you know what's in it. B, it's the product to make it is not going to be as much as the product that's pre-packaged would be. So it's automatically just going to be less expensive. So that's my third reason. And I would advise you to really learn how, at least your milk substitute. There should be like really no reason you're buying that. If nothing else, like, okay, Morgan, I will learn how to make almond milk because you'll show me, because you put it in the comments below, right? Okay, cool. Let's move on to the last reason. All right, the last reason why vegan food may seem so expensive is because you don't eat seasonally, or you don't buy seasonally. So, like, if it's the middle of winter, it's not berry season. So, like, don't try to get the strawberries and the blueberries and the raspberries. It's not gonna, first of all, it's not gonna taste as good. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's not gonna taste as good, period, with a T. Like, it's just not. So, and it's gonna be more expensive. Produce have a way of being ready when they need to be ready, right? And what I mean by that is, like, when they're ready, they're gonna be bomb.com. When they're not ripe ready, don't fool with them. Because sometimes tomatoes, like a summer tomato versus a winter tomato, it ain't hitting the same way. You might as well get the can or something. It's just, no, okay? But like, as we're rolling into the fall, you got your squashes and the potatoes, yes. So eat seasonally. It's going to be plentiful, it's going to taste better, and it's going to save you money. And isn't that what this whole video is about? Because in reality, I don't think veganism is expensive. I don't think vegan food is expensive. I think we get into traps where we're trying to go pound for pound with what we were used to when we were on a standard American diet, and that's fine every once in a while. But if we're really focusing on more whole foods, plant-based, then it's really not that expensive. And so let me know in the comments below which one of these 4 reasons have made you think that vegan food is so expensive. For me, I just don't make enough things at home. Yes, I make the beans and the oat milk or the almond milk, but I just don't feel like I make enough on a regular basis. So all right, let me know in the comments below, guys. And if you gain value from this video, share with a friend, subscribe, help your girl out. We here. We ready to rock. Until next week, guys.